Hi everyone. Hey, a bit of an update on what's going on around the property market and some of the things that matter for people who are thinking about house and land investing at the moment. Just nationally first, Melbourne, Hobart and Darwin in the quarter up to the end of July took declines in property values. So that's changing. Not quite as happy as it used to be. Sydney is still growing, but the rate of growth has slowed down a lot. And it's sort of weighing on the national home values numbers. They're ahead by 1.7% in that quarter, but that compares to 3.2% in the same quarter last year. So slowing down, changing conditions, but also getting patchy. Perth, Adelaide and Brisbane bucked the trend and showed really quite good growth. In Brisbane, values rose at a quarterly pace of 3.8%. Now, the trick is that the number of homes for sale in Brisbane, Adelaide and Perth is about 30% below the average for this time of year. Supply and demand is a problem. There's not enough supply for the demand. So that, of course, is going to continue to put pressure on prices. And the CoreLogic article basically says, we think that will be enough to sustain growth for the rest of this year. But there's a real mismatch between supply and demand. It's even worse in the house and land, new house market. We haven't been building enough new homes for a long time compared to our population growth. But through the June quarter, they could measure another 6.5% decrease in dwelling applications. So all sorts of reasons for that, but the short form is, in the house and land market, there's not a huge amount available. Now, we can get a hold of it, but the trick is stuff comes onto the market, it can go the same day. We just had one come onto the market. One of the builders rang and said, hey, we know you like this estate, $700,000 neat. I'm thinking, that is amazing. Now, I've got to try to tell some people about that because I don't think that'll last more than a day or two in the current market. So the idea is you need to really get your ducks in a row before you start looking at property. When you start looking, if you see one you like, you really got to jump on it. And resolute action is called for. So what we want to do with you is to guide you through the journey, taking as long as you need to make sure you know what you're doing, what you really can afford, what your parameters are, the sort of thing you're looking for, any deal breakers you have. Get very, very comfortable and know what the sort of thing is you want, because when it comes up, we're going to need to pounce. Now, just the other little word of caution I want to say, in all of this, rental yields are coming off a bit as well. So the numbers in terms of what's going to come back into your pocket aren't quite as flash. I mean, it's still very nice, but it's not quite as flash as it was. And there's some strange mismatches going on that create all that. But it's really time to think it through carefully, slowly, well, get very comfortable. And if you're comfortable, then resolute action when the time comes. So that's what we would like to help you with, is just to give you the time, zero pressure, think it through, work it out, talk to the advisors you're going to need, and then be ready to strike. Hey, a little bit of other internal news. We're doing some advertising, and we've realized that the word house and land is just all over the place and confusing. So we are now available on all the old websites, but also homeandheart.com.au. We figure like that just sounds a bit different. So homeandheart.com.au. Love you to come and have a look. And there you can click a big red button that says start your stress-free journey here. And we'd love you to click that button and just tell us a bit about yourself and what the sort of things you're thinking and where you're up to, and we can work with you from there. All the very best. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.